Warren Buffett was a very good student in math since childhood. So since childhood, he used to write down the number plates of the cars that passed in front of his house and later compared which car passed by his house the most times. Warren Buffett used to watch the cold drinks that people bought and consumed from his home store. Then when people left after eating the cold drinks, he would collect the cold drink caps from that place and count them every week to see which cold drinks were consumed. The most selling, and at that time he saw which Coca Banana sold the most. From that young age, he understood what people's needs are and how to find out people's needs. However, now we all know Coca-Cola Company's maximum share. Warren Buffett's possession of this analysis, but he was doing since childhood. However, he did one more thing regularly from a young age. That is to read books. He used to go to the library and read a lot of finance books. And at the age of 10, while reading books in the library, he found a book called 1000 Ways to Make $1,000. Means 1,000 ways to earn $1,000. Then he took many ideas from reading this book. One idea is Warren Buffett's favorite. And that was a weighing machine that could earn $1,000 per month. And when Warren Buffett was young, that time was about 60 to 70 years ago. At that time there was a lot of demand for this weight measuring device. Warren Buffett earned good dollars when he was a child by selling Coca-Cola from his grandfather's shop door to door. Besides, he would stand on the street with chewing gum and sell one by one. He sold that newspaper for many days. And in this way, he saved some money and bought a weighing machine and used it on rent, and later with that rental money, he bought another weighing machine. Then he buys another machine. And later he became the owner of several machines. Anyway, when I tell you this story, Warren Buffett was only 10 and 11 years old at that time. I mean, think about how much a small child was thinking at that time. Warren Buffett has been fascinated by the compound effect since childhood. He read the story of a king as a child. The story was that a young man came to a king. Some money is for taking help. The king then said to the young man that I will give you whatever you want. Then the young man said that I put one piece in the first room of a chess box and then put double pieces in the second room means 2 pieces. Then put its double in the third room means 4 grains. In this way, you will give me as much rice as the last room of chess box. The king was laughing a lot. Beckett thought the boy, he could have asked me for diamond jewels. But she didn't want it. He asked for some rice. Anyway, then the king made his order. Give him the same amount of things he wants. Later his minister calculated and saw that the amount of grains of rice needed to reach the last room of the chess box would sell the entire kingdom of the king. From here you understand how powerful the compound effect is. This story, after reading it, Warren Buffett developed such a love for compounding that he later made it his core philosophy. Then Warren Buffett's father saw that Warren Buffett was not like other children. He is so much genius. So his father suggested him to apply to Herbert Business School for admission and later Warren Buffett. After that, when Warren Buffett was interviewed for admission at Herbert School, none of the interviewers liked Warren Buffett. Because the answers that Warren Buffett was giving correspond to the reality, but they should not be written in an academic style. Those who took the interview did not like Warren Buffett and ignored him. Warren Buffett was very sad. He thought to himself what he would say to his father now. But later Warren Buffett said it was the best learning point of my life. He read the Intelligent Investor book and took a lot of knowledge about investing. Then he came to know about Graham, the author of this book. He is teaching at Columbia University. And after that he wrote a letter addressed to Benjamin Graham. Dear Professor, I thought you were dead. But I know you are alive. And so I want to study in your university. Think about how a boy wrote a letter to a professor. Then he applied to Columbia University. And get selected. Warren Buffett said, I had the best days of my life. I learned a lot about investing from Benjamin Graham. The most interesting things he learned from Benjamin were 2 rules. Rule number 1 is never lose. It means that you have to ensure that there is no loss by investing money somewhere in life. Rules number 2, never forget the rules number 1. It means that the first rule can never be forgotten. He learned a lot about value investing from there. A company or its shares should be bought only when the value of that company is low. That means when the value of a company decreases, the price of that company also decreases, and when the price decreases, that company should be bought, and by analyzing that company, it makes the business gaps it has. Again, the business should be brought to the top and sold. This is value investing. And in this theory, Warren Buffett bought many big companies at that time. He also bought some company shares. But after that there are some problems. At that time, the value of any company in the USA market was not very low. Because of which Warren Buffett will buy the company. Warren Buffett opened a partnership firm at the age of 25 in a situation when Warren Buffett's business was almost off. And 6 years later, he invested $105,000 and earned $1 million from that firm. And all of those 7 partners made $1 million. That means Warren Buffett became the owner of $1 million at the age of 31. And later on Warren Buffett will be very funny that it is lucky that I became a millionaire in 31 years or I would have jumped to my death from the tallest building in this city. Then Warren Buffett saw that he had a very big problem. That is, he could not give a public speech, so he joined a course in public speaking at Dale Carnegie. After learning public speaking from there, a great success came in life. He then went into partnership with a man named Church Manger. Before meeting him, Warren Buffett's investment philosophy was to buy companies at a low price and solve the company's problems and sell them at a higher price. There will be no need. Because the value of those companies itself will continue to increase in compound effectors. And profits from the company will continue to come. Then in this theory they both invested in many big companies. As they have investments in Apple, Bank of America, American Express Company, Coca-Cola, they become shareholders of big companies. They have invested in the world's largest company, Maximum Company. Hope I was able to teach you something from today's video. So if you like the video, like it, and if you are new to the channel then subscribe and stay by. Share with your friends. See you again in the next video. Till then, stay healthy.